The Denver International Airport officially opened in 1995, 2 years behind schedule and $2 billion over budget. No one could explain why, but what raised the most eyebrows wasn't the delays. It was the symbols. Murals in terminals showed children in coffins, soldiers in gas masks, and cities burning. Travelers joked it looked more like a dystopian prophecy than an airport. Beneath one of the runways is a capstone sealed with a Masonic symbol. It's dated 2094. A future event, perhaps? Some believe it's a time capsule. Others think it's a countdown. And then there are the tunnels. Construction workers reported 5 multi-level underground bunkers, far too elaborate for luggage. Many of them were quietly laid off after asking questions. One even claimed the tunnels connected to the Cheyenne Mountains, home of NORAD. Officially, they say it's all for luggage routing and artistic expression. But on certain nights, ground crews report hearing machines running deep beneath the earth. And once, during a snowstorm, a pilot reported a strange hum through his radio, just before the instruments died. But no one talks about that anymore. Before Stranger Things made it fiction, there were real whispers of an underground lab beneath Camp Hero in Montauk, New York. In 1984, a man named Preston Nichols claimed to work there, not just as an engineer, but as part of a secret government experiment involving psychic children, temporal gateways, and something they called the chair. He said the chair could amplify thoughts, and eventually, the thoughts created reality. One child imagined a beast. Moments later, the lab lost power. When the lights came back on, several researchers were missing, and deep claw marks were carved into the walls. Nichols wasn't alone. Others came forward, describing teleportation tests, mental conditioning, and even contact with non-human intelligence. Camp Hero was officially decommissioned in the 80s, but satellite scans show heat signatures are still active. And sometimes, very rarely, hikers report high-pitched frequencies in the woods nearby. Radios die. Time seems to slip. One man claimed he walked into a fog and came out several hours later with no memory of what happened in between. Project Bluebeam, a conspiracy born in the 90s claiming NASA, in coordination with global elites, would fake an alien invasion or the second coming of Christ to usher in a one-world government. For years, it sounded like science fiction, until July 13th, 2011. In a small town near Chihuahua, Mexico, dozens of residents claimed to see a glowing humanoid figure appear in the clouds. Not a plane, not lightning. A man, shining with golden light, who spoke. He said, "Do not fear. The veil will lift." Phones recorded it, videos spread online, before vanishing completely. Local authorities blamed a electrical phenomenon, but some say the power grid had been shut down for hours prior. One man, a former radar technician, said what he saw didn't reflect on his instruments. It wasn't physically there. It was projected. They call it a test run. A calibration of a system most people don't even know exist. And now, with deepfake audio, CGI overlays, and smart glass tech, how can we tell what's real anymore?